One of the hottest topics in Jamaica right now, the 2025 general election. Many people online and in the streets are saying Prime Minister Andrew Holness and the JLP stole the election. But what's really going on? Let's break it down. So first, let's talk about why people are making these claims. After the September elections, the opposition PNP raised serious concerns. Here are the big ones. Vote buying. Allegations that money was offered in exchange for votes. Voter suppression. Reports that some people standing in line at 5 p.m. when polls closed weren't allowed to cast their ballots. Delays at polling stations. In some areas, voting started late, causing long lines and frustration. Irregularities in ballot counting. Especially in constituencies like St. Andrew West Central, questions were raised about the final ballot boxes and counting process. But on the other side, the Electoral Office of Jamaica, EOJ, and the Electoral Commission of Jamaica, ECJ, have pushed back hard. The EOJ says every ballot box was accounted for and that the counting was done in front of party representatives. They've called many of the claims online false or misleading. The ECJ even demanded that some monitoring groups withdraw statements that voters were deliberately turned away. And the JLP, they've dismissed the accusations as baseless and nothing more than political mischief-making. Their position is simple. If the PNP has proof, take it to court. Don't just cry foul on social media. So what does this really mean? Well, right now these are allegations, not proven facts. The PNP has hinted at legal challenges, especially in constituencies like Holness's own seat. But unless there's hard evidence presented in court, the official results stand. It's also worth noting, election disputes aren't new in Jamaica. Both PNP and JLP supporters have, at different times, claimed elections were unfair. What's different in 2025 is the speed and power of social media. Allegations spread fast even before they're verified. So, did Andrew Holness actually steal the 2025 election? That depends on who you ask. The PNP and critics say there were too many irregularities to ignore. But the EOJ and JLP say the process was fair, transparent, and by the book. The truth? We'll have to wait and see if the courts rule on any challenges. Until then, Jamaica remains divided on this issue. What do you think? Was it a fair election? Big news spread like wildfire after Jamaica's 2025 general election. Some people were saying Prime Minister Andrew Holness actually lost his seat in St. Andrew West Central. But is that really true? Let's break it down. Right after the election, social media was buzzing with claims that Holness lost his constituency. Here's why people thought so. The PNP made major gains. They actually doubled their seats compared to the last election. In Holness's seat, St. Andrew West Central, the race was closer than usual. The PNP candidate Paul Buchanan gave him serious competition. Because of that, rumors started flying that Holness had been defeated. Some people took those early whispers as fact and ran with it online. So that's where the talk of him losing his seat came from. But here's the reality. According to the official results, Andrew Holness won his constituency with 7,054 votes, compared to Paul Buchanan's 4,953 votes. That means he held on to St. Andrew West Central and secured his seat in Parliament. Overall, the JLP also won enough seats to form the government again, giving Holness a third consecutive term as Prime Minister, something that's never happened before in Jamaica's history. So no, Holness did not lose his seat, he's still in Parliament, and he's still Prime Minister. Now, why do these rumors keep spreading? First, tight margins. When a seat looks competitive, people jump to conclusions. Second, social media speed. False information spreads faster than corrections. Third, political rivalry. In Jamaica, both PNP and JLP supporters often use rumors as political weapons, especially during heated times like an election. So the talk about Holness losing was more about hype and speculation than fact. So did Andrew Holness lose his seat? The answer is clear. No, he won St. Andrew West Central and remains Jamaica's Prime Minister. But the fact that the rumors gained so much traction shows how divided and politically charged Jamaica still is. What do you think? Did social media make the 2025 election seem more chaotic than it really was? Let me know your thoughts in the comments below.
In the heart of the Caribbean, one leader has been steering Jamaica toward progress, resilience, and prosperity. Dr. the Most Honorable Andrew Michael Holness, Jamaica's 9th Prime Minister, has dedicated his leadership to the betterment of the Jamaican people. Since taking office in 2016, Holness has prioritized inclusive growth, education, and public safety. Under Holness's leadership, Jamaica has witnessed significant economic strides. Unemployment has plummeted to a historic low of 3.3%. Poverty levels have decreased from 16.7% in 2021 to 8.2% in 2023. The government has implemented no net new taxes for 9 consecutive years. Holness attributes these achievements to strategic investments in infrastructure and human capital. A former Minister of Education, Holness has always championed the cause of the nation's youth. Initiatives to improve literacy rates and provide universal access to quality education have been central to his agenda. The establishment of vocational training centers aims to equip young Jamaicans with skills for the modern workforce. These efforts are paving the way for a brighter future for Jamaica's youth. Safety is paramount for any thriving nation. Holness's administration has overseen a 43% reduction in homicides, attributed to enhanced security measures and community policing efforts. The introduction of states of emergency and increased firearm seizures have contributed to this decline. While these measures have faced scrutiny, Holness maintains that they are vital for the nation's security and stability. Holness's administration has embarked on the most significant infrastructure development in Jamaica's history. Investments in water management, sewage treatment, and public transportation are transforming urban landscapes. The government has also taken bold steps in environmental conservation, including the ban on single-use plastics and the promotion of renewable energy sources. These initiatives underscore Jamaica's commitment to sustainable development and climate resilience. Through strategic leadership and unwavering dedication, Prime Minister Andrew Holness continues to shape a prosperous and inclusive future for all Jamaicans. Andrew Holness, Jamaica's Prime Minister, praised for stability, yet criticized for controversy. Is the path forward truly clear? Under Holness, Jamaica's homicide rate fell by about 43%, a notable shift toward public safety. But the aggressive tactics behind this drop have sparked debate. States of emergency were frequently deployed, a tool that allows police to conduct searches and detain people without warrants. Human rights groups have warned that such measures risk civil liberty violations. Reports cite potential illegal detentions and unchecked police authority. Multiple allegations have swirled around Holness regarding financial transparency, especially concerning statutory asset declarations. The Integrity Commission investigated Holness after concerns about omissions in his asset declarations. Some bank accounts were allegedly not declared. A forensic review examined 28 bank accounts, over 3,600 transactions, yet no conclusive findings of wrongdoing were made. However, the investigation could not confirm or refute illicit enrichment due to lack of expense records and unclear operations of connected companies. In 2024, the Director of Public Prosecutions decided no charges would be laid regarding contracts awarded during Holness's earlier tenure as Education Minister. But questions about conflict of interest and transparency persisted. Reddit commentary: he would steal money via contracts awarded, open secrets on how corrupt. They dragged on a witch hunt over JMD $384,000 in accounts owned by his parents. Holness's recent re-election came amid alarmingly low voter turnout, hovering under 40%, raising concerns about public disengagement. Critics argue this low participation may reflect a growing mistrust in institutions, or a populace that feels unheard or disillusioned with current governance and political discord. To his credit, Holness pledged to double the minimum wage, a bold move aimed at helping low-wage workers. But the tourism sector warned this change could harm Jamaica's economic centerpiece, pushing up prices and undermining competitiveness. Meanwhile, poverty and infrastructure problems remain persistent despite the leadership's economic strides. Critics say the benefits of macroeconomic gains have not always reached working Jamaicans. Andrew Holness's tenure is a complex tapestry, marked by crime reduction and fiscal milestones, yet shadowed by questions of civil liberties, transparency, and deepening discontent. As Jamaica moves forward under his leadership, will public trust and democratic vitality grow or erode further?